You introduce it. Then
Okay.
you call him Kioni.
Okay, fine. Thank you very much. We are running short of time. We need to move a little bit.
Please, songeni nyuma kidogo akina mama wetu, the other side, tafadhali. We need to create space for the members of the press to capture everything.
Members of the press, can you hear us? We are good. Yes, this is a delegation of the LIMURU 3, if I may call it so.
It is so.
Under the leadership of Honorable Jeremiah Kioni and Governor Nderitu Muriithi. They have come to Chungwa House to officially present the resolutions of LIMURU 3 conference to the leadership of ODM under our own leader, Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. So really, without much ado, allow me to welcome the Honorable Governor Nderitu Muriithi to usher in Honorable Kioni to present the resolutions to the party leader, His Excellency Raila Amolo Odinga. Thank you very much. Karibu, Governor Nderitu.
I thank you. The political parties that organized LIMURU 3, many of them are members of Azimio Coalition. Many of them. And therefore, it has been our wish to present the resolutions of LIMURU 3 to other parties in our coalition, as well as to the leadership of Azimio. And therefore, we thank the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga and the whole team here at Chungwa House for the opportunity to do so. One person, 1 shilling, 1 vote. The answer to it is to implement devolution fully and to fund devolution fully. We do not suggest and cannot possibly suggest that for resources, more resources to go to the region commonly known as Mount Kenya, that you must take them from elsewhere. And that is not what we mean. It is rather that the wasteful expenditure at the national level should stop, and the duplication of devolution or devolved functions should stop. And those resources should follow the functions at the devolved level. Ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome the Honorable Jeremiah Kioni to give you a summary of those resolutions and to hand them over to the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. Honorable Kioni.
Asante sana. We held LIMURU 3 on the 17th of May this year. LIMURU 3 was organized by the ordinary Kenyans from the mountain, the Kikuyu, Embu, and Meru. And we had several resolutions like my colleague has said. One of the resolutions is also to reach out to other like-minded Kenyans who are suffering or have realized or have been the fight against the oppression that has been occasioned to us by UDA. We have done this to Wiper Party, we did this to DAP, and we are now privileged today to bring our resolutions to ODM. And it is a great honor that Baba created time, and the many members of parliament who are here from ODM party, and even the leadership of ODM party. It is a great demonstration of how parties should behave. I have said before, I don't want to go into that line, but I have said it before. If you want to know one of the towns that are developing most, even actually one of the very modern towns today, it is Kisumu. And you can tell why. you can actually see it here today. They have never been in government in the manner that some of us have been in our regions. Yet, you can see developments in that area more than developments we see in other areas. So, that leads me to one of the other resolutions that we did at LIMURU, and that we were not having LIMURU 3 to endorse political leadership or political candidate for the presidency within our region. That we refused, and we are not going to do that. It will not be part of what we will continue doing, because we believe that what is important are the issues that are facing us. If they can unite us, they can bring us together. If we can start addressing the issues that ordinary Kenyans are complaining about, then those issues will produce a leader. It is not the leader to tell us what our problems are, but the issues will produce a leader. And we also agreed that one of the other issues that was going around within the region is the desire to make sure that we are completely scattered politically. And for that reason, we agreed as political parties from that region that we will be working under one umbrella grouping we are calling Haki. And we also resolved that Haki, the patron, not the party leader, the patron of that Haki will be none other than Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, for the reason that he is not in active politics. He is not going to vie for any presidential position, but he has the capacity and the ability, and also the respect that can bring the people in the mountain together, so that we are not scattered like we were scattered 2022 until we gave birth to the very unfortunate disaster that we find ourselves under today. And alongside that, we also resolved that for the avoidance of doubt, there is something we call mudegi in our community. And that mudegi was given to Uhuru, not when he was a president, but even before he became the president of this republic. And that mudegi remains with Uhuru until the community decides otherwise when it finds it necessary. We resolved as a team that we will have to work together with other Kenyans to resist oppression. UDA has occasioned oppression within our area, and there was that false narrative that we are shareholders. You can now ask people in the region, they understand what is shareholding, and we are not shareholding in the disaster that is before us as a country. And we also agreed, and it has been mentioned, that the mantra of one man, one vote, one shilling is a thing that we are not going to relent pushing, not because it benefits people in the mountain, that's far from it. It actually benefits every other person in this country, and as it has been said, it is not for us to take from somebody so that it comes to us. No, it is for us to ask from the national government that which they are holding on to and refusing to let come to the people. Wale ambao wanapata waendelee kupata yao, lakini sisi pia tupatiwe na national government ile ambao wamekatalia kule juu. So those who have been thinking that we went to LIMURU to discuss issues at the exclusion of other Kenyans, that is far from it, and that is why we would want those who are now harboring the issue of 41 against 1 within UDA to know that they are really mistaken, and it will not find space within the political space. So those, among many other issues that are contained in the report, are part of the resolutions that we arrived at LIMURU. And it is now my honor and privilege to present the resolutions to Baba, so that it is clear to every Kenyan that what is contained here, it has nothing against any other Kenyan. There are issues that concern all of us, and if we can come together like we have been urged before by Baba, we'll be able to get rid of the oppression that is now there being occasioned to all Kenyans. Those many remarks, Baba.
Okay, before that, I would like to request that you step forward for purposes of, together with Governor Nderitu and one lady from that side, then the deputy party leader and the vice chair, and Madam Catherine. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mono. Asante. Haya, asante.
May I also, for the record, give the apologies of many others who were with us at LIMURU. We have people assembled at Naivasha because of the political parties liaison committee. Some of the leaders of the other political parties are there. And there are also other committees we formed within the LIMURU 3. This is the reach out committee that was tasked with this exercise. And I thank you, Baba.
Thank you, Jeremiah. Now, members of the press,